Okay everyone, welcome to day 25. We have 5 more days to go. How exciting is that? I'm actually going to let my goats out to play in the yard for a little bit before they have dinner. So let's let them out. Come on guys. Come on. Come on. And they're shedding really bad, so they need to be brushed out. So goats naturally have cashmere on them, and that's what insulates them in the winter time. So they shed that, and it's like fluffy. It's cashmere basically. Basically it's cashmere. If I can get a chunk. But anyway, it's really soft and fuzzy, and it gets everywhere. But that's also where cashmere comes from, is goats, because they actually have cashmere goats that grow a lot of it. So anyways, I'm gonna let them run around the yard. They really love my weeping willow tree when the branches fall down, so they like to eat it.
I think it's beautiful. Did you see they have a Dr. Berry has a TV show.
Yes, so anyways, they're super cute. They run around and eat my trees, and you know, I have a lily, calla on my table, so I gotta push that really far out of the way because Dookie will eat it because he's a turd. Huh. And the other little brown one is Travis, and the white one is Linda. She's a sweetheart. But I'll let them run around for a little while. I have peonies, and I have them covered with chicken wire, otherwise they eat them. It makes me mad, because they're normally supposed to bloom on Memorial Day weekend, but they didn't. I just think because the winter was really weird here, and so it wasn't as warm as it normally is. So they didn't bloom. They're growing, but they didn't bloom yet, so. But they will eat it if I don't cover it. And then I also have 2 trumpet vines. I have my mature trumpet vine, and it's already starting to grow, and they actually leave this one alone, which is weird. But we planted one last year, and it's growing really good. But they'll eat this one, so I have to put a little like pre-made tomato cage thing over top of it. Otherwise they eat it and drives me crazy. So, and I also have to keep an eye on them too, because they'll sometimes knock it over and get to my trumpet vine, and I don't want that. They love horseradish, and this has been here since we bought the place, and it's really hard to kill and really hard to get up. So I just let it grow, because they will literally come over here and eat it. So they really like that. They really liked the raspberry bushes and the blackberry bush I had growing over here in this side of the yard. And there's still some on the other side of the fence that's growing, but I took all that down. For one, they were really old, and 2, we don't eat that anymore. I could have left them up, but I kind of want to make this part of my yard because there is grass over here. So I actually want to take the T-posts out and make this my grassy area part of my yard. So I could have probably transplanted them, but they, like I said, they were pretty old because they were here when we bought the house, and I'm sure they were here a couple years before that. So they were old anyway. So they love to eat those type of things. So I just kind of let them run around, do their thing. They eat some of my other wildflowers that I have growing, but that's fine. There's a lot of those, and they usually don't go to town too much on them. But they'll also eat my grass. So they just kind of wander around and chase each other, and yeah. So that's kind of what they do. And this tree is really cool. I forget what kind it is. I think it's a locust, is what they call it, but it's the spiny one. So it actually grows these really long, gnarly spikes. And I'm glad it's over here, like out of my yard, so when they do fall off, I don't have to worry about stepping on them, because they're very sharp. And I guess back in the day, they would use these as needles to knit things. So, but they're pretty gnarly, like pretty long, and they're really sharp, like, and they are all over the tree, like all the way, mainly like up the trunk and like this part of the tree. And I don't know why they planted this version of it, but it's actually kind of cool. So I have a couple more of these on the property, but they don't have the spikes on them. I actually like these trees. I don't like when they drop the little seed pods, but I actually like these trees when they're, you know, don't have that. We like those, and we have a couple maples, and so we want to plant a couple more maples on our property somewhere. We just got to find the space, but this one's really pretty and big, and it has those thorns. It's pretty crazy. And then we do have 2 apple trees and a cherry tree, and then a pear tree as well. I decided to keep those up. They produce every year. Like this is my pear tree, and it's already producing, and it's already producing stuff. So, and then I planted a new apple tree and a new cherry tree a couple years ago before we went carnivore. So they're like brand new trees. So I'll just feed those to my chickens and my goats, because they can have those type of things. Or if I get enough, I can just give them free to people. My mom can, so I can also have her can some of the pears, and she likes to use the apples as well. The cherries, I'm kind of upset that I'm not going to be eating cherries, but I have those. I know my dad loves cherries, so if it produces anything this year, it's still young. It's only 2 years old. I don't know if it's going to do anything this year or not, but I'll just give them away. Not a big deal. Just like with my strawberries, I left my strawberries because I know my chickens will eat them, / the wild birds will come eat them, so I'm not too worried about that. So yeah. Let me show you guys my little flower garden I did, since I love my garden beds that my husband built me. But since we're not eating veggies anymore, I was like, what do I do with it? So I planted some flowers, and they're coming in. I planted some lilies and then some other flowers and from seed and stuff, and they're coming in. So I really like it. And then my strawberries are coming in really good too, like the plant part. I think the birds have come in and kind of already snagged a couple of the berries. Oh, there's one right there. They're coming in a little bit, right there. They might not last very long, but they're coming in really good this year. I cross-planted them from over where Eliza is in the garden last year, so they kind of were like, what'd you do to me, in shock a little bit, but they're coming in really good. In this first flower bed, I had to replant our pumpkin seed because the birds got to it. So I'm hoping the pumpkin seed comes in, but I don't know if it's going to or not. So I planted 2 more to see which one's going to come in first. So hopefully over the next week, one will come up. And no, I think that's just a little seedling, but so yeah, hopefully those come in. So we'll see. Anyways, I have garden space, didn't know what to do with it, and I love flowers, so I said, okay, I'm gonna put flowers in it. I walk by this area every day, so I can see them every day, so I really enjoy looking at them. But yeah. So congratulations on making it to day 5. today I ate 1.65 pounds of those little thin sliced steaks that I talked about yesterday. I cut those into finger steaks and put them in my air fryer and air fried them. And they're really good that way and easy. I just shut the lid and just let them cook for like 12, 13 minutes or something until they're done to where you're liking. And throw them in a container and take them to work. So it's super easy. And I did eat all the 1.65 pounds, so I am pretty full and satisfied still. And I ate that around 11 a.m. this morning. So there's that. Oh, and if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, you guys can go follow me on Instagram at Carnivore Lady 208. And I post a lot of pictures and like short little reels and all that over there. So I post like my daily workouts. I post just kind of like random things on there. I'm gonna post my in-body scan results over there. So I post a lot. I post basically daily on my Instagram. So if you guys want to follow my Instagram, go over and find it. It's Carnivore Lady 208. So if you guys want to stay up to date on a daily basis after we're done with the 30-day challenge, which like I said, we only have 5 more days left. I'm excited. I've already picked out my meal for the next day afterwards. I am going to have chicken wings. So I've already had the chicken wings. I am ready to have something different. So I'm super excited for the challenge to be over in 5 days so I can have some chicken wings. So there's that. But that's all I have today, guys, and I hope you guys had a great day. And like always, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.